I need to remind myself that you have a camera everywhere. Literally everywhere. I've just got set up my desk here with the new setup. And one thing we told Kevin in our last meetup is that we would create some content that was educational. I'm going to go through 4 different ways of examples that you have cameras everywhere. And with those cameras, if you're suffering from creating content, there's no excuse because the camera is there. So camera number 1 is on your computer. More than likely, all new monitors, as you know, have a camera. I'm actually operating off of an HD 1080p webcam. It is a HD Pro webcam C920. I could be operating off the one built into my Mac screen here, but this is one I purchased. It's a Logitech from Best Buy a little while ago with the intention to create more content. So now I am. Next camera you have is the obvious one. That one right there. And I just want to bring up the different functionalities you have with your camera. Obviously, pictures is one. One that I need to use more for vlogging is the time-lapse feature, just because it can really capture some B-roll that could be valuable when the person that's editing the video, or if you are editing your video, wants to edit in for B-roll. So I am hopeful that we get some of that into this next vlog. Camera number 3, when I said 4 cameras, I was like, where the heck am I going to get 4 cameras? Camera number 3 is your friend's camera. Tanner, who's usually back here at his desk, he's got a camera on his phone all the time also. And so when we're on a showing, I got to be like, hey, capture this. Hey, can you record this real quick? We need to create some content. We need to have it. If we don't capture it, we will never use it because it never was hit for record. So that's camera number 3. I'm gonna go to kind of a unique place with camera number 4. There are cameras out in the open more than there ever have been. So for example, my father's business, a little drive-through burger restaurant, he's got multiple cameras in his location. And what do we use those cameras for? Security, right? That's what we think it's always for. But think about how those cameras, now you have cameras at your home, right? You have cameras in your doorbell. You have cameras, probably security cameras around your home. How can those cameras be used for creating content? Not in a weird way, right? Maybe you could do the Candy camera if you ever remember that television show. But for example, Snappy is my father's business. Could we show cool cars that come through the drive-thru with a camera that's used mainly as a security camera, but we use it to just show off a cool car? That's an example. Could we use it to show funny videos? There's definitely been some epic fails, epic falls, epic spills. And could you take that content and use it for your social media? You maybe spilled a pop and you're pissed because it broke your, and I've done this multiple times, keyboard. And you want to use that footage because you happen to have a security camera in your office to just say, one of those days. So those are my 4 cameras. Those are my 4 tips. This is the start of more education in our vlog. We have cameras everywhere. Why you did it?
Sure. So, you on Instagram have a following for, market updates and stuff. And I kind of want to utilize your platform's power, I'd say, and then give you a small, short 15-second video on the Instagram kind of format, vertical format, and throw it on there so that your followers can see that, hey, I'm vlogging on YouTube, check it out, it's pretty cool stuff. And
yeah, that's sweet.
So, yeah.
And I think that's going to continually, as we develop this, that's going to continually happen where you're going to see clips where you're just like, ooh, that's a quick short one.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost much time.
Yeah.
Slice it up,
exactly.
And then it helps add for promotion for it.
Exactly.
All right. So water problems is in there. So I was taking a lift the other day. I had to go to a meeting on Sunday, and the guy had a camera in his car to film his lift rides.
Dash cam.
And it was a dash cam.
Oh, sick.
And so, Tanner, big announcement for the vlog. And so I was taking a lift and this guy had a dash cam, and I was like, you know what? That's what we're gonna get is a dash cam, so it should be arriving today. and we're gonna put it does front and back.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And it goes to an SD card, I think. And we're gonna put it in, we'll see how easy it is to move, but we'll put it for sure in one of the vehicles we're driving around most often. and we'll capture all of Tanner's crazy driving on film.
Great.
Hey, there we go.
Don't show it to my insurance agent.
So that's how we're gonna get more footage. We need a dash cam. That
is awesome.
Isn't that funny?
That is so good.
Because then all we have to do is hit record right when you walk into the car. Where are we going? Da 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 da. Next.
Just banging gears over there. Yeah.
So the other thing I was thinking for content, like how cool would it be to create like a segment? So my friend Eddie Gonzalez in Arizona, he's a commercial agent, and he does tub talk. Literally, this guy is in the tub, and no joke, he's in the tub talking about commercial real estate, bubbles all around him, bubbles on his beard, and that's him. Like that, he's just a fun guy. He's like, all right, it's another tub talk, and like people watch it because it's interesting.
He does his best thinking in there. What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. So, so what segment could we come up with? We could do, commercial real estate talk. We could do something that's a little more authentic, like a tub talk. But that's another idea that we could carve out into different moments. Open to collaboration, right? And so I look at it as such a long-term game, business-wise, and I think there's a lot of people that maybe don't, or a lot of people that look at it as short-term in some regards, where they're at in their career, whether they're older or they're younger and they gotta make money now. And it's like, I feel like I have this happy balance of just being open to having the conversations. And what it's done for me personally is it's helped a lot with my brand, right? So my name gets passed around, and for that, then the phone rings and the emails come in, and that's it. So that's probably why. And I love business, so I'm gonna do it. Like I just, they are. Yeah.
What are you doing, Buck?
We're gonna design a website with this guy.
This guy.
Sweet.
Yes, sir.
Where can people find this guy?
They can find this guy at bowgramming@fraudandmail.com.
Okay.
You have to type that out.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Cool. Yeah, looking at the stuff you made and looking at my website makes me just hate my website.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
On another note, I got a new desk.
definitely
Bucky hooked me up, man. Look at this.
So
What is this?
it's
On the
just
podcast?
nice to his podcast because I have all those. I know, but I have that. So I have Stitcher, I have SoundCloud, I have Spotify. I think I have TuneIn. I might have these others. So all you look up is.
Oh, that's definitely dope. I'll need your content for like your about page and stuff like that.
So I've only done 14 episodes, but I have the set up.
Not bad
to
at
do a
all,
bunch.
though. Yeah. Do you want me to copy the content from your old page then? And then we can update it later if we need to, just for now, as a placeholder.
This is that once in a lifetime.
Early Monday morning. Still in my gym gear, but I actually had a client that asked me to show a building at 6 a.m. So that's where I'm headed. And he's getting me in my gym gear because that's what you get when you want to look at a building at 6 a.m. on Monday morning. But looking like it's going to be a good week. Got several listings coming on that we're working on gathering all the details for. Got a little reorganization of the office, just trying to make it a little more efficient for how we are working. So I moved some of the bigger tables into the office because we're spending a lot of time at the conference room table, which is great, but it's the conference room and not the office. So that's why I moved those big tables. So showing went well. He liked it. We'll see if he decides to make an offer. I gotta send him a draft example of it here later today. Just got to the office getting it all set up. So what I did is, this is actually an old conference room table, and I didn't have the legs, so put 2x2s maybe, as the legs, and it's at standing height. And I have my entire desk laid out, so I got the Mac monitor, iPad, phone connects to the office, Canon printer, and then Samsung scanner. That scanner has worked wonders. I've had that thing for like 10 years. Mic, the Yeti Blue mic for podcasting or just teleconferences. Got my hard drive, little iPhone holder, and got to look super smart with the calculator. I can't say that I've really ever used this calculator, but it was sitting at my house, so I figured I might as well put it here on my desk. Just got here to Winona. This once daycare has recently closed, has apartments on the back. Gonna show it to a client who's looking at opening up a daycare here in the Winona market. We got this listing through a referral from a Twin Cities broker who referred us one of his past clients. Winona's a little bit closer to Rochester, and he thought we could better service the client, so we appreciate that referral. Getting into the River Valley with some of our business is always fun. Definitely a good place to be on the weekends too in the summer. All right, it was a good showing. You know, meeting the client for the first time, it's always awkward yet to say, hey, can I film as we do this tour? So I'm not comfortable in doing so just yet. Maybe in the future, I'll figure it out. But it was a good showing. They liked it. They want to make an offer. So the next step will be doing a letter of intent where we will create the lease terms that they're looking to offer, present it to the current landlord that owns this property, and see if he's willing to accept the terms that they offer. One of the big things they said, you know, like with the daycare, is there's licensing involved, and so they don't want to be paying rent until the licensing is approved. So we have to time it correctly. So I have to do a little bit of research to figure out what is the exact timing as to when they could get their licensing, the soonest timing, so that way we understand. So it was a good showing. It was quick. This would be her first business. Her father was with, who owns a business, so that helps with, I believe, the confidence level of not only her, because she's grown up in what appears to be a business environment with her family, but also just helping her recognize this is very possible as a young entrepreneur. So I think I need to get some ice cream. And then I'm going to show a house in Iota. So it's on our way back to Rochester. I'll be doing that.